Kinfo, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say why. We about to break bread right now. As you can see, we about to talk about them comfort zones, you feel me? Or the perceived comfort zones. So let's get ready. Let's get ready. Cause y'all already know when y'all see me in the background is gritty. We're going to go see the plug. What? You know what we does. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do. Um, what else I got for y'all? Oh yeah. Make sure you take this ski mask. Cause this might get crazy today. Yeah, yeah. Cause we on the brink of greatness. We stepping out our comfort zone. So, might have to do a few things that's very uncomfortable to you. So we need to be what? Prepared for it all. Prepared for it all. You feel me? Shout out to you. What's that, Shakira? I don't know if I said that right. I don't mean no disrespect, Miss Lady, but shout out to you, Queen. Um, the changes can be scary when you're on the brink of greatness. How you doing, Tequila? The changes can be very scary when you're on the brink of greatness, but I need for you to hold on. Hold on, little baby. Hold on to the promise. What's up with the Shabo? Hold on to the promise that you know is deep within you. These are the desires of your heart, the things that you feel the will to make happen, regardless to what's going on in your life. Give me 1 second, let me finish sharing the live. You just got in here. If y'all could tap that screen, share the live. And again, we about to talk about these comfort zones. We about to talk about these comfort zones today. Got to get a few of my mods in here as well, so we can make sure, everybody can get a clear understanding of the day and not have to worry about anything else. But be prepared to understand why life keep on taking you out of your comfort zone as well. Just to keep showing you like, no, I got you. And these things that you thought was holding you up, really not though. It's all you. You feel me? It's all within. And a lot of the things that happen in our life is meant to point us to the within that I'm talking about, that is us. Oh, that's something. All right. It seems like everything rearranges when you reach this vibration. But stay one with the creative force of change now. Don't get it twisted. Change is the inevitable. Change is life. Appreciate that share. Change is how life operates. You feel me? There's a constant change taking place. But you can either be on the cusp of change, you can get in front of the inevitable changes that you know will take place in life. You feel me? Or you can keep on getting drugged along with change, being the last to find out about the changes that's being made. You feel me? So I would encourage you to be on the cusp as best you can, but as soon as possible, get in front of change. When you know things change in our life, like why keep playing dumb to it? Why keep playing dumb to it? As much as you would like to play numb to it, you know you feel these changes when they happen, right? So why not be prepared for these changes? Why not? Be prepared for these changes. Since we aware of them, and just like anything else in life, maybe these changes won't have such an adverse effect. It don't hurt to do a little spring cleaning, because summer is going to be heating up. Autumn got them preparing to let winter die things off. Appreciate you coming through, Cut. We all got some losses to usher in, but the fall will bring balance, and then we can spring back into action. It's all about this cycle and clear the fog that happens when we dwell on the surface. When we so caught up in, making it look good on the outside. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of us, that's our comfort zone. As long as we got on a nice outfit, you know what I'm saying? Long as our teeth is clean and, you know, as long as everything looking good on the outside, you feel me? We like, okay, I'm comfortable. But if that's your comfort zone, you feel me? Even when everything around you changes, you should be all right because you can always find a way to go brush your teeth. You feel me? You can always find a way to put on some clean clothes. You feel me? But don't get caught up in the things in life that have to change. You feel me? Even the things in your house have to be maintenance, right? So that means they have to be changed out. The same thing in life. A lot of us never grew past that point in life as a child where we were so uncomfortable with change. We're so uncomfortable with change because we didn't have an understanding of time and depth of life in general. You feel me? I appreciate y'all tapping in. If you ain't already subscribed, my family on YouTube, please subscribe, share the live, save a life. Thank you, Shay Love, for stopping through. Tell my twin I said what's up. I see him on the move too. To my family on TikTok, please send a follow. I will follow you back. I will follow you back. Again, y'all, we must become deep within our thoughts. We can't just dwell on the surface as though we think, oh, as long as it is dressed up nice. Appreciate you, country girl, investing in me as I seek to invest in you. Thanks for the help. You feel me? No different than, I'm gonna give you the best example I can when it comes to the deep thought. Let's do a comparison to deep sleep state. You know, a lot of times it's hard for people to remember their dreams because they're not present completely in their dreams. A lot of times we're just in a trance for a lot of us. You know, we do things that put our body in a trance, so therefore when we wake up, we're not fully rested, right? But when you go into a deep state of sleep or rest, you know what I'm saying, it's easier for you to transition into the dream state to the point you can feel your body ease into the dream state, like as well as you can feel your body ease out. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that you have to, you know, you have to develop over time. And it's within this deep state that you understand the creative force. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of us, we haven't got comfortable with being a part of the creative force on the front end as well as on the cusp of creation. We've been so used to being on the tail end of it, having to deal with the consequences of what other people have created for us to dwell in. You feel me? Caught up in a tailspin the whole time, and then we want to spin the story on each other. Like, okay, now I understand a little bit, then here's my spin on it. Like, come on, G. We bigger and better than that. And it's time that we show that by sharing with each one of us what we know that's pertinent to each other. Every time you have these desires in your heart to do better, to share it, to show love to people, that's life begging you. Life is begging, the forces of life is begging you to step up and do what was placed in you. Like, understand the assignment. Understand the assignment. To respond to your abilities. That is your responsibility. Live as though the changes has come in the moment to transcend those moments that we feel like ain't all that comfortable. You feel me? So as much as, you know, we know the things that make us comfortable and we like, you know, as long as I got these things, I'm comfortable. Okay. When you uncomfortable, use those moments for you to develop a certain thought process that tells you to transcend those moments. And the way that we transcend those moments is we find solutions to our problems. But we can't find solutions to our problems if we don't embrace the fact that we have these problems. And I say embrace meaning keep yourself balanced in your thinking and in your emotions to the point you can show love. Remember now, when we say show love, we replace that often with understanding. You feel me? In order to make sure we talking about the right love in which we trying to get. You feel me? So then we have understanding for the so-called opposition that we facing in life. A weightlifter don't walk up to the weights and say, man, I'm so mad at these weights. Like, why they got to be here? No. They give thanks to the fact that they got weights and they pick them weights up and utilize them for what they for. Or they appreciate The fact that they have weights and they utilize it for what they for. Thank you, Vic, for tapping that screen. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. If y'all could, tap that screen, share the live, say what's up. This is my way of saying what's up to you. If you enjoying the vibe, please share the live. Save a life. Yet if you calm yourself when phrases, or you can calm yourself with phrases like this, as to calm the mind. I asked for this. I asked for this. When things come up on you that you feel like, dang, this is such a drastic change, tell yourself, I asked for this. So in that moment, your being can calm down. I don't know about y'all, but I done been in almost head-on collisions where my car done tailspin, you feel me? And I'm about to hit the oncoming traffic. But I had to calm myself within that car, in that moment. And suddenly, everything slowed down to the point I was able to find a solution. And I had all the time in the world to intervene in my own, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all the same thing. Take a deep breath. When these things come on you, man, we got to find a way to reprogram ourselves to count it as all joy. Something to be joyful for. The opportunity to express ourselves in different ways, even if we messed up the last time. Don't forget, we got to stay calm. We talking to the plug, y'all. Remember, I'm taking y'all to meet the plug. We at the plug right now. So we got to stay calm and understand, again, the elements of creation. The elements of creation. You feel me? The inception of a thing becomes a thing. So if you creating a thing out of stress, come on now, even if you get what you feel like is best, you will be stressed with the possession of this very thing. To the point, we all know people that got what we think would be best for our lives. But if you're not a good steward of whatever, it could be to your detriment. We all done seen the stories in the hood of, you know, people who had more money than they had respect and what was left of them. What was left of them, or what was left to them. People coming at their neck, trying to take what they got. When things begin to heat up, we get out the kitchen. We get out the kitchen. And again, remember, when your body gets hot in certain areas, or when your body get hot all together, that is your body processing healing. That is your body's healing process. So if we suppress the healing, and we wonder why it takes so long for us to heal, it's because we can't withstand the healing process. We don't understand the healing process. Because what we asking for is not to feel. But if you go through the process of not feeling, when you lose feeling, you're no longer here. So ask to be more sensitive to the things that are conducive of your life. Feel me now. Same way you really hear me. As this vibration is piercing your ear, and there's a bone, almost like cartilage, that vibrates in such a way that makes you interpret what I'm saying. Look, like I said, why y'all leaving out the kitchen when it get hot? We just started cooking. Come on now, we at the plug house. You knew where we was going. You knew where we was going. How you gonna leave out before you get your meal? How you gonna leave out before you get your meal? You went through all of this, but you so ready to give up when it get hot. What we turn it on for? What we put the ingredients in the pot for if we weren't finna cook a meal? And why we cook a meal for if we weren't gonna enjoy harvest time or a time to eat? It's time to eat, family. It's time to eat. Just because it's getting hot in here don't mean it's time to get up out of here. There's things going on in your life that got you want to walk away. But it's time to eat. It's time to dig deep so we can see the things that's within us that ain't on the surface. You feel me? The things that's within us that make it all worth it. that makes us remember our purpose. And because you walked away, you let your food burn. You let your food burn. Peace to you, goddess. You let your food burn. And then you want to complain. For a lot of us, letting our food burn is, we study wrong or study long the wrong way. You feel me? Worrying about the things that ain't conducive. Again, become sensitive to the things of life. We put so much pressure on our life. We put so much pressure on us. Appreciate you, Victoria, for tapping the screen. I really do appreciate that. We put so much pressure on our life to the point we begin to lose feeling. We begin to lose the luster, or we lack the care for the things that should be priority in some instances. You feel me? And over time, we begin to lose gears or skip a gear. You know what I'm saying? Begin to wax thin, smooth out. To the point that once things that we used to filter, we don't even filter or think about no more. When if you stay focused to finish what you started, you will receive the inner fulfillment that comes with achievements. Come on, G. We got this. We got this. This is just a revival, a reminder of such, a rejuvenation conversation. And I'm glad you have arrived to this point in your maturity, that this is the conversation that you longed for. No knock to anybody, but I'd rather not patronize you. I would rather speak, you know what I'm saying? Speak the things that would be becoming of you, not necessarily always becoming of me, but don't get it twisted. The things that I speak is not only the life that I seek, but the life that I lead. Because in my perception, these are the things that I believe, so it's become my reality. And I want you to be able to see, grasp with me how beautiful life can be. How beautiful life is, because all possibilities are present at all times. At all times. Appreciate you tapping that screen. If you would, please share the live. Please share the live. For my family on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so you can always get the notifications. As much as it might seem like this was meant to rattle you back into your hole, thank you so much, Virgo, for that, man, for that investment. Appreciate that love as I seek to invest in you. Thank you for the help. As you see, certain things in life seem to be meant to rattle you back in your hole, never to be seen again. But if you put on the mind of greatness as your perception, you will receive confirmation in life to keep on with this thought. No different than when you studying. You know what I'm saying? If you studying something just to confirm something you already feel, you will find things to confirm your bias. I know we got negative connotations with certain words, but it ain't nothing wrong with being biased towards your righteousness. When you find the goodness that is you, you stick to that. What? Care about somebody telling you, hey, you wrong for always staying right? And the way you stay right with yourself is you dig in and you find the ways of yourself and you stay true to that. You understand why you went through different things. It's like, dang, now I know why I went through that. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it. And now that I got that, the way that I went through this is going to help me go through this. And I'm going to be better for it. Rather than me feeling like I'm nothing because I did go through something. Come on now. We done already peeped the setup, reversed the curse. We went to the plug first, peeped the setup, reversed the curse. We was in the kitchen cooking. You know what I'm saying? Realized, dang, we done left out of them. That's how food keep getting burnt. We done learn how to cook. We on the come up. We on the come up, y'all. This from sun up to sun up. It's all in your perception. The cup is either half full or half empty. If you think from a mind of abundance, you would see the cup always as half full. If you recognize the oneness that you should be with nature, that you can be, that you could be, that you are actually, but you gotta recognize the blessings that are present at all times. That's what it means to appreciate this life. Because life is always making a way for life, but if you don't appreciate life, then you won't find things about life to appreciate. Yeah, try it. You been finding things about life to hate on or be mad about. You feel me? Appreciate you coming through, Nate. Peace, appreciate you. You been finding things to hate on. We win when we keep our spirit intact, keeping a pure heart. When you check yourself about misunderstandings, when you check yourself about having feelings about people that you know you probably shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It's not becoming of yourself to sit over here and keep passing all these judgments for everybody else, but not internalizing the lesson. Peep the moral in the stories of the people and thank them for sharing their story. I appreciate when people share things with me, when they open the doors of them to me. How dare I sit there and judge you and say, oh man, such and such ain't nothing. Look what such and such going through. Just to make myself feel like, dang, I'm better for what I'm going through. No, I better be better for what I'm going through because I'm learning. So now I got something to share with you. And now I'm not hiding behind my so-called persona of I'm all good. Oh, shoot, I'm glad I'm not. Man, everybody going through it. If you're not, it's because you're so out of touch with your own reality that you can't see the opportunity that's in front of all of us. Thanks for being you too, King. Appreciate that, Derek. The opportunity that's in front of all of us. Each day to interface with the greatness that is us. I say, welcome to the golden zone, where the golden ones dwell. This is the room where we found out, look, baby, we once was the black sheep, but we went inside to see that we are the greatness that we seek. And if you understand what I'm saying, then you get it. You cut like that. Don't ever distrust your gut like that. Let's take this time, y'all, that we have with each other to practice different things that are going to strengthen our connection with self so we can be better people. We can be better people. Not only for ourselves, but everybody that's in our circumference. It's time for us to keep arguing about, oh man, you know what? Today was a good day because I made it home. Like, I had to think about that yesterday, y'all. And I had to check myself like, dang, bro, you know how sad that is? Today was a good day because I made it home. Like, it's so many levels I can break that down on. But I'm going to start with, why is it even a thought in my mind that when I leave the house, I cannot make it back? And out of everybody in this world, I realize it's more excused if it's me. Because what would you do if you was in a dark alley with somebody who looked like me? That's what that's how the story read. And to see that, they have to go outside every day. Appreciate y'all tapping that screen. Please share the live. We almost up to 5K likes. I appreciate that over on TikTok. Hey, appreciate everybody on YouTube stepping in, making y'all contribution, because it's our efforts on a daily that helps push this vibration out that we can exist in, that we can thrive in, that we are better for. So just as much as you feel like I'm bringing it home, hey, your energy brings it home even more. Your energy brings it home even more. Since you done been down before, or somebody close to you done been down before, you know what it look like when somebody need help. Why keep on leaving it to other people to ask you when you know they need help? As most folks, we don't receive our bare necessities. Shout out to you, Nico. We don't receive our bare necessities. And that makes you cold. It can make you cold. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't mean to have my finger all in y'all face. It can make you cold to the point, again, we talking about losing feeling, y'all. Peace to you, God. We talking about losing feeling and luster for life. You feel me? We create systems to overcome things like this, right? So when are we going to get to the point that we focused on the systems that will allow us to have our basic necessities instead of complaining or dogging each other for trying to get them? Oh, you trying to have your cake and eat it too. But then when you look at it, there's something lacking in one situation, and this person is like, you know what I'm saying, trying to make the best of it. Not to say that it's right nor wrong, but the wrong ain't with the people. The wrong is with the systems that keep the people in a situation where they don't have. And again, we can't totally sit there and point the finger, because we are the systems. The people create the systems. The way that we treat each other is a system of understanding or relationship between each other. A constant function. You treat me this way, I'm going to treat you this way. These are systems that we create amongst each other that reverberate into the broader picture. Appreciate that. That reverberate into the broader picture, so we all got a part to play in this. By the way, each one of us treat each one on an individual basis. But we would rather look at the top seat and say, look how the actors is treating each other. Look how the athletes is acting. Look how the rappers is acting. But we got a part to play in this too. You feel me? Thank you, Nico. That's what I was going for. We in the grid. When you see me in this, we coming for it. We coming deep. Oh yeah, my family on TikTok don't know. We in the grid. Like we in the background. I got a background set up that look like, you know, we in the highways. We in the highways, you feel me? Find another gear within you when others would give up, or when you usually would give up. Surprise yourself, as you've always done. As you've always done. Tap back into the inner child of you so you can remember when you was little and you learned how to walk. The feeling of achievement. You know, they say when somebody knocks somebody off, they whole life they remember anytime they had to go through a situation such as that, they keep picturing that. It's the same thing with achievement. If you keep on doing it and keep tapping into you to do it, not being puffed up of yourself by somebody else is telling you things about yourself that ain't even becoming of you, but what they need of you. And then you start thinking these things. Like I say, y'all, we gonna get to these points all at once or at some point, but it's how you get there that's gonna make the world a difference when you get there, and gonna determine how long you there. You feel me? Gonna determine how long you are there. So I just want you to be aware. I need you to be aware of how we got here. The things we can do while we here. To clear our minds and transcend. Remember, we got to transcend the moment. We on the come up. We already done went to the plug. We done been in the kitchen while it was hot. We were about to leave. And then we had to be reminded, no, that's how your food burn. When you leave while you cooking. That's how you suppress the healing. When you take these, come on now, when you take these things to suppress what you feeling. It's not a breakdown, this is a breakthrough. Why be upset in your discovery? You're supposed to be seeking things that's going to make a greater you. And when it comes to making a greater you, you got to recognize that there's things that must be changed within you. So why? Why deny it so long to the point when you smacked in the face with the things that you must continue to grow to? Because within humanity, we have all done things to each other that has allowed for each group to have to grow past some things, have to regroup, had resets. That we got to return back to our best. And even when we return back to our best, we have to recognize we are more than this flesh. More than this flesh. You feel me? You have to transcend the moment if you ever going to be better forward. When you usually would give up, keep going. Embrace the changes as you prepare to adapt. As it's our adaptability that determines our durability. Come on now. It determines it. It determines it. So even when people pull in and try to throw you off from your point, you got to adapt. You got to act as though it was never happening. We're coming up. We're coming up, y'all. As we aren't stuck in our ways of mediocrity that was given to us. Living, only believing that you deserve the bare minimum will get you that. That's exactly what you're going to get. Life just say yes, yes, yes. So if you keep saying that's what you want, no wonder you going through it. For some of us, we had to go to the bottom to recognize that there is a bottom. For a lot of us, we ain't never been to the bottom. Remember what we said about hitting the bottom or the fall. That's when everything balances. That's when everything balances. Shoot, some of the richest people in the world would tell you the best gift you could give a man is poverty. At that point, you have the world to gain. People born with silver spoons lose it all because they have no sense of value. I'm just saying, man. Count it all joy, the things that you go through that make you question yourself. And then you have to recognize the only sense of confidence you should have is in your ability, and with the experiences you have had with yourself, you will see your abilities. So be glad when you come up on things that are trying you, things that make you have to be better for going through it, or else you will succumb to it. Don't get me wrong. This is very humbling. But you have not because you ask not. Because you feel you are one with the promise of life. Appreciate you, Sherelle, for your investment as I seek to invest in you. As though the riches of life aren't for you. You feel like the things that people take from nature, create, and repurpose, you feel like you don't have no worth in it. When here it is, all the things of nature have been put here for you to take part in it as well. But if you lack understanding on how to tap in to the raw material, then you are left to those who can see the vision. But if you tap in, you will see the vision, and you will be able to see, dang, I'm able to purpose myself and use myself through an eternal alchemy of rising above the situation, that whatever situation I'm facing, no matter where I land, I'm going to always be able to rise to the occasion. And at the same time, recognize no matter what goal I have in mind, I recognize even when I get to that goal, it's so much more for me to go for. And I'm glad that I still got breath in my body or this lucid dream to make it happen in. That we call life. I'm just saying, man, we got to live as though we one with that vibration. Whatever it is that you're seeking to make happen. Don't think, oh, I got to wait till I get this. I need this first. Or you'll just keep procrastinating. When you were made to be the head, not the tail. Stop acting like you assed out. Use your mind. Create a different tale. Let life play out. The real, as you get a better view, or should I say a clear view of the greatness that is you. Know that it's this know that it's this discomfort that you feel that is strengthening you. Man, it's being revealed. Become resilient when you become resilient when you stay strong. And your convictions, the desires of your heart are part of your purpose. It will be giving you when you stay in your purpose, no matter what changes. No matter what changes. Sometimes we lose sight right before things are coming into vision. Sometimes things are implanted in us for us to bring in the vision so other people's lives can be so much better for us being here. Sometimes we just gotta filter out what people saying. In order to see what's really in it for us in the moment. But it's always a purpose for everything that's happening around you. It's a reason why you see everything. It's a reason why you hear certain things. It's a reason why you smell certain things. Take the time to be in the moment. To be in the moment. So you don't have to continue being busy, being distracted by everything that ain't of you. So when you're in, you won't have to make an atonement with yourself of, dang, I had all this time, but I never took the time for me. I never took the time for me to get to know me, what was really what I wanted. How many times, like, I know for me, the best example I can give y'all, when I was younger, I always knew I wanted a family, right? So one of my first thought processes was, what type of mate will I have? What type of mate will I have? So I used to spend so much time trying to figure out, you know, what type of women I like and all that type of thing. And I thought it was a type. Only to realize over time, you know what I'm interested in? I'm interested in the person. I fall in love with the beauty of the story of the person and what they've been through, what I can see. Peace, Ashley. What I can see of the person. And when I recognize that, that's the same thing with all of us. Fall in love with the beauty of your story. And the sooner you do that, you'll be able to fall in love with the true beauty that is everybody else too. Because we think the beauty is the thing that's without a blemish or appearing as though without a blemish. When the beauty is the overcoming, the learning to thrive in the midst of not having something that we know was promised to us all, and seeing who you are when your back's against the wall. When your back against the wall, will you still be there for other people? Will you still be there for other people? The easiest way to love yourself, Queen, is to find ways to understand yourself more and more each day. That's why we having these tapping in conversations. Thank you for asking that. You gotta tap in. Find understanding. We replace that word love with understanding. And for us, that's what we seeking. And I said all that whole scenario about, you know, finding what you think you want out of life through getting the things that you ask for. And as much as you want to be mad and be bashful in the end, you feel me? That's what you asked for. I got all the things that I was asking for that I thought I wanted. Only to figure out as time went on, the things that I thought I wanted was based on not having all the components or information necessary. And truth be told, now I'm recognizing as you stay on the road to your goals, depending on your personality. For me, I learned that I'm comfortable or not comfortable. I hit my sweet spot when I'm focused on my goals. The partner that would be for me, I would meet along this road. So, you know, I have to continue. Even when my back's against the wall, even when as a human being, I long for love too. And long to show love. Meaning I long to be understood. You feel me? And give understanding to somebody else's story. And that's why I always have to, you know, let y'all know when y'all get these ideas of things to do, that's life pleading with you to bring these things into fruition as only you can. as only you can and what you was assigned to do. So look at these so-called perceived obstacles again with a different vision and recognize it's an opportunity for you to do your thing, my G. For you to do your thing, my G. You heard me? For you to do your thing. And you got this. That's why it's coming up on you. That's why. Remember, y'all, never give in. My family on YouTube, my family on TikTok, never give in to the fact that everybody don't agree with you. When you know you're doing things for the upliftment of the people, which would include you, of course. You know what I'm saying? Don't get weary in well-doing. Don't get tired of doing what's right. And recognize when you're doing what's right, there's going to be people that's going to come along that, again, in the right or wrong scenario of doing what's uplifting to the people, there's going to be people that got to come along and do something that's detrimental. But that's when you got to recognize, dang, they got a part to play too. They got a part to play too. But they going to get what? Will come back around with that energy. Will come back around with that energy. You get to recognize, dang, you know what? I must really be making some sort of effect. But you can't stop in that moment. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Because if you stop, that's what they want. See? Told you. They was just a mere mortal like the rest of us. But that's when you tap into something that's bigger than this flesh. So no matter what they reject, they can't even see you for real. So how could they ever reject the real you? And once you tap into the real you, you recognize they not. They not rejecting you. They're rejecting the opportunity. They're rejecting the opportunity. You feel me? They're rejecting the opportunity to tap into themselves because now they can see the beauty in somebody else. So never get dismayed again by somebody's hate or somebody not agreeing with what you know you're doing that's right, which is for the upliftment of the people. Recognize they got to come along and do something that's detrimental to the people. But be glad that you played your part of being part of the energy. That's the creative force that comes to uplift creation versus being on the tail end and having to deal with the power that is. Miss me with the puffed up or proposed power, the manipulation that people use over other people to appear powerful. I'm not on that. I'm talking about tapping into the true power. And for us, you can tap into the power that is you. And by way of your inspiration, you will, man, come on, you will raise up others. You will raise up others. But that means you don't got time to be sitting around trying to tear other people down, judging other people. You got to do the work within you so that others may see that when you turn on your camera, they'll be able to see this real right here. This real. You can stand in front of a background that other people might be scared to even be seen around. But I know what it is to have to tap in, to recognize, hold on, G, I'm more than what things appear. And this situation is more than what it appears. This to get your attention. This to take you to a place in time where it seems like your back is against the wall. Where your back is against the wall. And for me, I tend to do this on purpose. Like, you know, there's a purpose to this. Appreciate you, Shay. There's a purpose to this. Even if you're not in poverty, sometimes you have to go where rock bottom is sometimes to remember. So you have to do things outside of your norm at that time. Because your new norm at the time is not being in poverty. Not seeing what the grit look like. Not seeing what the ground look like. So in order to keep yourself elevated or to keep elevating, sometimes you got to remind yourself the possibilities. And that's why I can tell you all possibilities is present at all times. As sure as there's rich folk, there's poor folk. Our past lives is as simple as, dang, when you was a kid, you thought a certain way. Or at least it should have been. When you thought as a kid you had no sense of time, right? That's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? When you think of where you are now, you'll understand that's a whole nother sense of, bro, that's a whole nother lifetime apart. To the point you have to bring yourself down and deal with kids in a certain manner because what? You recognize they don't know half of the existence that you're existing in now because of the intelligence that you function in. But again, you know, people won't give you that kind of credit, but I'm going to tell you where you, hey, when things, like, as much as it seems like it's random that you get things right, no, I'm going to tell you where you get it. It's when you vicariously tap into yourself. When you accidentally hit your sweet spot. You become the golden conductor of the energy that got all us here. That we all are connected to. Again, the creative force, the universe. The things that are conducive of life, the energy that is. And it's here for all of us. The inner G that is. INNERG. That's why I call y'all my G's. Come on now, tap into that. Tap into that. You know what I'm saying? Rub yourself the right way. You know how they be like, that thing rubbed me the wrong way. Rub yourself the right way. By talking to yourself right. Shoot, when your back hurt, rub your own back. Don't make no excuses. That's what I'm saying. Don't make no excuses from being great. You got this. And if you ever should forget, reference these videos. I'm here for you. Don't forget, this is another segment in Black's Rehab. We virtual now. But in the summertime, we going to be doing camps for the kids. The kids that you seen, it seem like they numb to life. It seem like they don't care. And even the kids, I need y'all to send the kids. Also, this man, I need the brilliant ones too. They seem like they book smart, but they not street smart. We got to connect the dots across the board too. You feel me? As well as the family. I need the adults there. We're going to be teaching relaxation, rejuvenation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all need to be there. We all need to get this. Because a lot of us don't know how to relax or the ways of relaxation. We don't detox to even get to the point of rejuvenation. We just be eating things that people tell us is good, but you putting that on top of other stuff that you got to flush out for this to even get to where it need to go. I mean, you can't, you know. I know in some senses they'll give us sugar with crap, you feel me, and say it's good for you. But I mean, I would be lying to you if I told you any of that was good for you. So I'm not going to even give you that type of formula. That's why I'm informing you, look, there's another way. And the things that's invested into my platform, this is my life's worth. I'm putting it all on the line. And I feel like my people put it all on the line every day. The people that's passionate about this same way. The people that's out here living in the way. So I feel like there should be a place that they can go and recharge. Go and recharge. As well as make sure to teach the kids in the rites of passage so that they can come along this way and know that there's places that you are appreciated for being you. And you don't have to worry about it. And you can cultivate the being you that is you. You can't be nothing that you can't perceive. This world will have you deceived. How you deceived, you feel me? That you're going to receive something that you don't believe. Like, no, it don't work like that. So that's why people need you to be thinking less of yourself. I'm glad y'all was able to go to the plug with me. So we can see the setup, reverse the curse, get out the trap, turn this to a drive-through. Now we on the come up. I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. I'm so glad we in connection. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure Y'all send a special thanks out to Miss Right on Q Henderson. You feel me? Send a special thanks out to Miss Wonderful or Queen Wonderful, Miss Wheatbread. Because again, these broadcasts have been brought to you by the supporters of the platform. Kind of like I've been very inspired at times by the support of the broadcast to the point I had to make sure to bring up these people because honestly speaking, y'all, when you seek to invest in people, even when your back is against the wall in the proverbial, let me say it, in the light of the world, you feel me? Let me say it like this, how the world would see it, you feel me? But again, character is what you do when your back is against the wall, right? So I get that. But there's been times, man, where my back was against the wall and the very people that I sought to uplift because I felt like, I know what it means or what it feels like to feel like you want to give up. And I wanted to use my voice. That's how they started, to make sure that nobody felt like, they not worth it. Nobody felt like, they can't go on or don't nobody see what's going on. And it was times when I felt like I couldn't go on. We all go through it, y'all. We all go through it. It's ups and downs. We all done been put in situations that been told stuff about ourselves that still hamper us until now. You feel me? So I appreciate the people that have invested, you know what I'm saying? As well as my family on TikTok that invest with the gifts. Like, we all we need for real, y'all. We all we need. Besides, we all we got. We all we got. And with that being said, kinfolk, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say why we just broke bread right now. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my sister Shay Love channel. Shout out to you, Queen, stepping forward. You feel me? She dropped it in the chat on YouTube. For my family on TikTok, appreciate y'all coming through. Much love to y'all. What's up with it, my G?